Good morning on day 16. We're planning on doing like 14-ish to 15 miles today. We're up this morning filtering water. There was some excitement in camp last night. We had a mama bear and a cub come wandering through under the bear hang. Of course, we didn't have any problems. We hang up our food just fine, and it was all in the bear hangs. They ignored it, but I came through at about 2 a.m. and it's not that cold out. It feels pretty nice. So we're filtering some water to fill up our bottles, and then we'll head out.
So why the leaf?
Because this water source kind of is pretty terrible.
It's very low, so it helps there be like a little bit of an elevation drop, so it'll go into our bag.
We're the Six-Pack Hikers!
Good morning. So we're probably close to a mile into our day, and plans have changed slightly. We had a lot of folks at the shelter this morning, several that came from the previous shelter about 3 miles before, and the new weather information is that the severe weather, which is the scariest part of it, is the incredibly high winds, 60 to 80 mile an hour winds. Our tent and honestly the shelters would not stand up to trees falling down on them. So those are coming in a little bit earlier than we were expecting. So we are likely pushing almost 17 miles today, so that tomorrow when we get extracted, we'll have a shorter day and be able to get picked up sooner, since the weather is coming in tomorrow evening. So that's the current plan. It'll be a huge day. The AT is constantly adapting. Like, you have to constantly adapt your plans based on how your group is feeling, based on weather, based on the groups around you, and maybe there's no room where you want to sleep, that kind of stuff. So it's a good lesson in that, and we're very blessed to have support that's going to be able to get us out of here so that we stay safe. But everyone we know is vacating the premises ahead of the storm. Over and under. Came up and opened up to a view, and the kids are seeing, see if I can zoom in, fire tower. No, Gideon, you're good. There it is. That looks like Shuck Stack. It is tall and skinny, dice as it is.
It's so much lower.
You used to be over there and lower.
Yeah.
You've come a long way. Gideon, who are we seeing when we come off trail tomorrow?
Mr. and Mrs. Stevens, Troy and Maddie.
And maybe Bryson. I don't know if he's coming too.
Maybe Bryson. And then the next day, we're gonna see
I'm up here.
Our grandparents.
Yeah, hopefully they're coming up from South Carolina, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Which is going to be pretty fun to see friends and family all in one place, right, Naomi?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be neat to hang out a little bit, have a couple of zeros while
nice to see different faces.
while
We
the
haven't
weather
seen in a
rolls
while.
through. Definitely. We are about to start climbing Rocky Top Mountain. In a previous video in Georgia, I had called a mountain Rocky Top. It was actually Rocky Mountain. We are in Tennessee, and this is Rocky Top Mountain that we're going up. And then we'll go down a little bit and then summit Thunderhead Mountain. Then we've got a little bit of a break before any more substantial climbs. So hoping for some big views at the top. Good old Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Oh man, the king of the Rocky Top.
No!
Please don't fall.
No, but that's not the top. That's Thunderhead.
Thunderhead's next. Let's go check him out. Well, got to the top of Thunderhead Mountain, but there wasn't a view. But feeling accomplished to have gotten over both of those, Rocky Top and Thunderhead. So now we're focused on getting down to a water source, chugging the water we've got, refilling, and probably eating some snacks before we continue on our day. We're at the watering hole.
We're just gonna continue the circle of water. Whatever need be.
The climb has just turned into a little bit of a rock scramble. Whew, that's steep. Good job, guys. Whew. Next up is our lunch break at Derrick Knob Shelter. It's taken us a little while to get there because we've had more climbs. This is another almost 5,000 feet of elevation gain day. I don't know the official count, but it's a lot. But whew, we're dealing with, see if you can see this, a lot of leaf litter where the trail is just thick with leaves, so you can't see what's under it, which means it's very easy to step on a loose rock or a root without really being aware. No one has fallen based on that, but we've all slid or wobbled quite a lot today. Looking forward to lunch though. At the shelter, and we've got loaded mashed potatoes with sticks of jerky.
Yep.
Deliciousness. Thank you, Chef David.
Happy to do it.
Smells amazing. Another deer by the shelter. Kind of see it. There's a bunch of us over here, but it's just eating and not intimidated at all. It is now 2:30 p.m. We have just over 7 miles to get to our shelter. So we're going to be cutting it kind of close with daylight, but it's going to set us up for a much shorter day tomorrow to get extracted. So we still have 2,100 feet of climbing. If there was a theme of the Smokies, it would be beautiful views and climbs. Madeline is spotting signs of spring. Little flowers.
These flowers always remind me of ultraviolet.
It is currently raining on us. We had our umbrellas out earlier. Now they're put away because it had slowed down. But what are we about to climb, Gideon?
Siler's Bald.
Siler's Bald.
8 miles.
Up and over, and then we have up to our shelter, and then we're done with this day.
Up to our shelter.
Yep, this has been a long, go ahead, buddy. It's been a long, hard day. We are definitely tired. We would not normally push this far, but the weather that's moving in, that's clearly starting even earlier than we thought, means we need to get out of here. So we've got to move. So we are 0.1 from the shelter. Oh my goodness, this has been such a hard day. I think we hit a wall with our big days lately. And our upcoming 00 is just in time. Now we're just hoping there's room for us in the shelter because we've been counting all the people that we know are ahead of us. I think it's going to be pretty full. There's supposed to be a storm tonight, so fingers crossed we've got space. We're at the shelter. This should give you a pretty good idea of how many people are here. There's so many bare bags of food hung up on the cables. Canister on the ground. We've got tents out here. I think we counted 16 people are staying inside the shelter. So 6 of those are us. And then the rest are the other folks that we've been hiking with. A lot of people.